Hello, this is Taylor Milton, and this is my photo story for Education 318, Section 1 at Liberty University. Today, I will be discussing the instructional procedure of sketch to stretch. I will discuss how we use this instructional procedure in our classroom, when we use it, and why it's an essential tool that teaches our students how to be critical readers. According to Tompkins, sketch to stretch is defined as a tool for helping students deepen their comprehension of stories they've read by working in small groups to draw pictures or diagrams that represent what the story means to them. When making their sketch to stretch drawings, students focus on the theme and symbols of a story rather than simply on their favorite character or part of a story. Sketch to stretch challenges students to stretch their thinking in order to find deeper meanings and symbols in the stories that they have read. By allowing students to represent their ideas about a text through drawing, it provides another way to respond other than simply writing. Often, students get frustrated when they cannot understand the deeper meanings of a story when asked. Sketch to stretch allows students a great outlet of drawing and thinking about their stories for students that may be more visually stimulated. An added benefit of sketch to stretch is that students often learn that stories rarely have only one interpretation. When students reflect on the main characters and events, they usually discover more than one theme in the story. Sketch to stretch is a great tool for ESL students because it allows them to be able to respond to a story that they have heard or read and verbalize their understandings of it, rather than simply having to write a response, which some ESL students can find to be very challenging. There are 6 steps to implementing sketch to stretch in your classroom. The first is to read and respond a story. Students can either read a story independently or as a group have the story read to them by their teacher. Following reading the book, the teacher should guide the students in a class discussion about the themes that they saw in the story and ways that they can draw the symbolic meanings. It is important for the teacher to explain to the students that they can use any means of drawing to represent what the story means to them. They can draw certain lines to express emotion or different colors to express the different tones that they saw throughout the story. Following the class discussion, the students should work in small groups to draw sketches that reflect what the story meant to them. It is important to remind students that they should focus on the meaning of the story, not their favorite part. Also, it is very important for the teacher to remind the students that no one interpretation is the right one, and that this sketch is not about their artistic ability. It is about their own interpretation of the story. After the students have drawn their sketches, a very important part of sketch to stretch is allowing students to discuss together their sketches and their interpretation of the story. This allows students to broaden their views and gain insights from their classmates. The last 2 parts of sketch to stretch allow students to pick their favorite sketch in their small group and share that sketch with the entire class. Following that, the class is able to take their own sketches and revise their sketches and make their final copies to be submitted to the teacher. Sketch to stretch is such a versatile instructional procedure that can be used in many different classrooms. It can be used with informational books or also fairy tales and stories. It allows for students to open their minds to the ways that others think and other people's ideas. This technique helps students develop their beliefs and understanding of the world around them through their discussion with their classmates, and through their internalizing and thinking of the stories that they read on a deeper meaning and level. Thank you for watching my photo story, and I hope that you learned something new about Sketch to Stretch and will be able to use it in your future classroom one day.